between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Play action. It's gone. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now wins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Commanders' 37-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Looking sideline, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now
brings up 2nd and 10.
Second down throw for Howell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. The 20. And he takes it in for a Commander's touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves it with 1 yard to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. Howe loses it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Lions have moved out in front.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Faking the handoff, Howell. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. To try again after the sack. Howell throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Third and long, here's Howell. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Amon-Ra St. Brown set a Lions rookie record with 912 receiving yards, and over 60% of those came in the final 6 games of the season. He got better and better as the campaign rolled on. And when they went to him like he was their top receiver, he produced like it as well. And he certainly earned that spot here in his second year, and he gets a first down for Detroit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing here, Howell. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Tress Way now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continued.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On 2nd and 12, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 9, Powell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
But they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Goff now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Williams. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing on third, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from third and long to now it's a go situation here on fourth and inches.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Quick slant, Dotson. He's up to the 20 and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a short pickup to about the 25. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You better strap up tight if you're standing Brian Robinson's way. He will try to go through and carry guys along to pick up extra yardage, and he really relishes finishing runs with authority.
Foul to the air on first and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Howell, another throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Looking to throw again on second down. Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Robinson on a give right side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now Howell. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Commanders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Lions take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to wrap things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago. Antonio Gibson with it. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Powell out of his own end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He completes this to Cole Turner. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to the ground with Robinson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Powell to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try to get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Detroit, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.